we began the day in Forest Park today at 11 o'clock this morning. As I think many of you might know, on 11/11/11 of each year, the 11th month, the 11th day, at the 11th hour marks the official time to recognize Veterans Day. This year is unique because it was 100 years ago today that what began as Armistice Day, the end of World War I, became an official holiday. And of course, nowadays we celebrate that as Veterans Day. I want to certainly welcome our entire fire department, at least the shift that's working today. They are not only here joining the Historical Society, they were out in full force this morning, as they are every year, to help us celebrate Veterans Day. I know that the veterans that are with us today were asked to stand to be recognized, but I just want to re-emphasize, because I think from time to time we become complacent as a society. And part of that complacency, particularly in the era that we're living now, many of our veterans are from the Vietnam War era. And the Vietnam War era was one particular war that our country as a whole shunned our veterans when they returned home. They really were looked down on. And I won't belabor anybody as to why either I think or why some of the media might think that that occurred. The reality is it did. But we've learned a lot since then. We've learned that starting with those veterans from the Vietnam era, we have several of them with us here tonight. Mike Thompson, he's standing in the back of the room. Would you raise your hand? Joe Burns, you're seated. Purple Heart recipient, would you raise your hand? Cliff Lieber, would you raise your hand? Did I miss anybody from Vietnam era? I apologize. So guys, could you stand so that we can applaud you? So here's the message. It may have began with the veterans that returned from Vietnam, but ever since then, there has never been a shortage of any war conflict, even as we stand today. There are men and women that make a decision to give up their families and their lives to go and serve us as a free country. And at some point they return and become a veteran. We as a society, especially as good old members of Forest Park, need to forever keep in our minds that we need to take the time to stop and personally say to a veteran, to shake their hand and look into their eye and say, thank you.
That's right.
That's all you need to do, is to say, thank you.
Welcome home.
I want to thank the Historical Society for making this opportunity available. I think it's absolutely awesome. I'm going to give the newly elected treasurer a challenge. That challenge is, I'm pretty certain that I paid twice for life membership. I paid twice. So
Your $100 is very much appreciated every year.
So before I close, I brought along with me what I call some provocative thoughts, just to kind of ease our minds, put us in maybe a little bit different thinking than what we otherwise may have had. And I'll try to make it relatively quick. The paradox of our time in history is that we have taller buildings, but shorter tempers. Wider freeways, but narrower viewpoints. We have more degrees, but less common sense, more knowledge but less judgment, more experts yet more problems, more medicine but less wellness. We have multiplied our possessions but reduced our values. We talk too much, love too seldom, and hate too often. We've learned how to make a living, but not a life. We've added years to life, not life to years. We've been all the way to the moon and back, but have trouble crossing the street to meet a new neighbor. We conquered outer space, but not inner space. We've done larger things, but not better things. We've cleaned up the air, but polluted the soul. We plan more, but accomplish less. We've learned to rush, but not to wait. These are days of two incomes, but more divorce, fancier houses, but broken homes. It is a time when there is much in the showroom window and nothing in the stockroom. Remember, spend some time with your loved ones because they are not going to be around forever. Remember, say a kind word to someone who looks up to you in awe, because that little person soon will grow up and leave your side. Remember to give a warm hug to the one next to you, because that is the only treasure you can give when your heart with your heart, and it doesn't cost a cent. Remember to say I love you to your partner and your loved ones, but most of all, mean it. A kiss and an embrace will mend hurt when it comes from deep inside of you. Remember to hold hands and cherish the moment, for someday that person will not be there again. And give time to love, give time to speak, give time to share the precious thoughts in your mind, and that being today and every day after today. If you have the opportunity, stop, shake a hand, and say thank you, simply thank you to all of the men and women, not just those that are here with us today, but each of us have an opportunity to encounter veterans today, tomorrow, and every day thereafter, because without them, chances are really good we may not have been afforded the opportunity to be here today. Thank you to the Historical Society. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, all the board members. God bless you.